Hey folks, it's Carl over at Sterling Health and Fitness and who'sahealthy.com. Thanks for tuning in. So I'm excited to have a special guest with me today, returning to our program. She is a podiatrist and human movement specialist in the New York City area. She's also the founder of the Evidence-Based Fitness Academy. And in our last video, we discussed barefoot training and barefoot running. And today we're going to talk about an event that's coming up in 2015, the first ever of its kind Barefoot Summit. So I'd like to welcome back Dr. Emily Splichal.
Thank you
very much for joining me.
Of course.
So I'm excited about this summit. I've been following your postings, first of all, since I saw you a couple months ago. You've been traveling a lot and bringing barefoot to the globe, Australia, Thailand, all over the United States. And so what I think is really cool is that there's enough interest and people engaged in all this to actually have a barefoot summit. It's so cool.
Yeah, I never imagined that, especially so quickly. I started teaching about barefoot training and these barefoot science concepts in 2012. So really it was in a 2-year time span that it went from kind of some conceptual idea in my head, and then the momentum just really picked up. And I travel to Asia a lot. That's one of the strongest regions in addition to the United States, which is why I'm hosting one of the Barefoot Training Summits there.
Right.
But yes, to have that many people following this concept and hungry for more education is really exciting.
Well, I know as a trainer, when I met you the first time, we did our first video, I learned enough to know that I couldn't not know more about it. So, therefore, I went to the Barefoot Rehab workshop and took the test, and I passed. And I love the material. I think of all the certs that I have, the two best are corrective exercise through NASM and the Barefoot Rehab. These tools are the best tools in my toolbox as a trainer. They complement each other greatly. So I'm really psyched about this summit. So tell us where, I know there are 2 next year, right?
Yep.
Okay. Where are they and when are they? Let's start with that.
Sure. So Barefoot Training Summit, which is a 3-day event. Okay, so it's 3 days educational. It's designed for fitness, performance, and rehab specialists. So whether you're a Pilates instructor, massage therapist, a coach, a doctor, if you're working with any client, athlete, or patient, you will benefit from the summit. We all are standing on our feet. We all are reacting and interacting with the ground. So a lot of people can really benefit from this information. The 2 dates that we have, first one is March 13th through 15th. That is in Delhi, India. So that's going to be kind of taking advantage of the strong Asian presence that EBFA has and has really dedicated towards. And then the second date is May 8th through 10th. That is in Denver.
Great. I plan to be there.
Good.
I'm super psyched because also I know you have some great presenters there. Like
Yes.
Dr. Perry's going to be there. Kevin Moore. Who else is there?
Yep, so we have top international presenters. This is, I think, just as exciting as being able to conceptualize this summit idea is to get top international presenters to come join and say, yes, we all believe in the same message.
Right.
Which is really exciting. And it's showing the direction that the industry is going and the direction and the impact that we can continue to make on how health professionals and fitness professionals are looking at the foot and footwear. So who we have lined up is we have Dan Edwards of Parkour. So Parkour is kind of like free running. Very excited that he's part of the lineup because Parkour is like the epitome of energy transfer and efficient movement. Is if you're able to jump from like building to building, obviously it's not what they're doing in the gym, but from object to object, and keep the energy and that momentum going. I really wanted him to be there, so I'm excited that he's part of the lineup. We have Animal Flow. Animal Flow is again like, let's get down onto the ground, let's strip away all of these modalities and let's use our body. Very excited that Animal Flow is part of it. We have Stacy Krauss of Willpower and Grace, or Willpower Method. So she's been a leader in barefoot movement, especially in the fitness industry. So very, very excited to have her. We have David Martinez, who is a strength coach in Spain. And then we have Kevin Moore, who we had done a webinar with recently. He has a very unique look at the human body and human movement.
Yeah, that was a great webinar, by the way.
Yeah, he has a background in physics, so he takes it almost like everything is kind of like numbers and, you know, kind of like a unique eye to it. So I really wanted to bring him in. And he was one of the first people I met when I started doing my international travels. So he latched on way in the beginning.
He's in Hong Kong, right?
Yep, he's in Hong Kong. Yep.
And you'll be there, of course. You'll
Yes.
be there.
Yeah. Oh, me, Cory. Forgot.
Well, make sure
myself.
She will be there presenting.
I will be presenting. And then Dr. Perry. Oh my God, I almost forgot Dr. Perry.
I won't let you forget. Yeah, Dr. Perry Nickelston. Yeah.
Dr. Perry, and he's going to be speaking on his unique approach to the primal rehab chains that he does,
Yes.
and his rail system. I'm very excited because I convinced him to go to India and get on a flight that's that long. So, but I'm really excited, and because it is something that it's essentially making history in the industry of, like, we all now are joining under the same message to
Right.
have these people who I really respect and want to be there for that event. I'm glad that they're all part of the team.
Well, you are all the top people in the industry for what you do, respectively. It's an amazing lineup. But I'm psyched. I'm psyched. Plus, I haven't been to Denver in like 30 years, so I'm totally ready to hit the mountains. Maybe go for an extra few days. But yeah, that's really good. So, where can people find out more about this? Like website address, perhaps?
Yep. So everything is on barefoottrainingsummit.com.
Okay.
And on there we have the schedule, a little bit more for the India one so far. We have the schedule, we have the registration process. Registration for the India one starts January 1st. Registration for the Denver one starts February 1st. So people can start saving the date, check for updates. We're continuously updating it. But again, barefoottrainingsummit.com. We also have Barefoot Training Summit Facebook page. So that's updated
great.
as well.
I'll have to find that and like it too.
Yeah.
That's good. And registration for India opens January 1st?
Yep, January 1st.
And Denver is March 1st?
February 1st.
February 1st, correction.
Yes.
Okay, so, but we'll have the websites and all that going across the screen. So it's barefoottrainingsummit.com. And you definitely want to check out ebfafitness.com.
Yep, and I would add in our blog, which is barefootstrongblog.com.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll make sure we have that going across there too. Good, I'm psyched. This is amazing. I just want to get the word out to the audience who watches this podcast because I know there's been interest in this from some of you. You've had questions, and so hopefully we answered a few of them here. If there's any other questions, you know where to go online to check it out. Any takeaway message? Any last words you want to say to anybody here?
I always end mine by reminding people to stay barefoot strong.
I love that. I love it. It's great. It's great. Well, good. Well, thanks again for taking the time today. I know you're busy,
welcome.
and it's great to meet you here and talk about this. So thank you for tuning in, folks. Remember, barefoottrainingsummit.com, and the link will be there anyway, so you just click and go. Hoonsahealthy.com. Thanks again for tuning in. Have a great day.